back again. Welcome, everyone. This is Dondarian92, your host at Socrates Gaming Lounge. We are doing some more Outer Worlds. So, this is the second stream of the day. If you did miss the first stream, it is recorded and on my Twitch channel at Socrates Gaming Lounge. In addition, it is also on my YouTube channel, Dondarian92. You can find me just by searching Dondarian92. Links are below in the bio. Okay, so I just want to make sure, because I did have some minor lagging issues earlier stream, but I attribute that directly to the internet, so we'll have to see. I think the internet might just be a bit wonky today, in which case we might just have to deal with the issues. But we are on the new planet of Monarch, and we're just outside of Stellar Bay, about 175, I think that's meters away. So we should be getting to that pretty soon, and I'm going to try to focus on story missions. The previous stream had a lot of gameplay, combat, and exploration, which was great. These type of games always have a bunch of fun exploration stuff and combat. Even if the combat is not super refined, as anyone who has played Obsidian games before knows that they're not necessarily... It's not going to be like, the new Call of Duty. It's not going to be like, Destiny 2 in terms of the gameplay, combat, specific elements and features. So with that in mind, I have been enjoying the game. And we're going to keep moving here towards the main mission. And guys, let me know if there is any lingering issues with lag. I am pretty sure, like I said, I do believe it is an internet issue. I have been having some issues with the internet today, so should be a temporary thing that hopefully is already resolved. But do let me know, guys. Oh, and just for the boys and the gals who know me a bit, I am having today a White Claw Black Cherry, and as well, I also got one of the wild cherries from the Vodka Soda Cottage Springs Beverage Company. They're not sponsoring me, by the way. I didn't mean for that to seem like a sponsorship. It really isn't. I'm just having a good time today. It is always a chiller stream in the early evening stream, so if any of you guys are also here, cheers. Alright, moving ever closer to try to avoid these folks. Raptidons. So yeah, I've got my standard classic FPS weapons. Got my melee. Oh, that thing is really very much not interested in my life being alive. Don't attack my friend Vicar. I'm doing no damage with that. Probably because its back is so spiny. That's something I just noticed. I think some of the enemies, their armor, you really can't pierce it. So I should keep that in mind. Also, my melee stats are quite low, so that might be part of it. But look here, we have finally arrived at Stellar Bay. Look at this. Definitely looks like the biggest area, town we've been to yet. What do you think, Sam?
Every Sam unit comes lean, mean, and ready to clean.
Let's just max volume here.
Thank you. Customer, this area is utterly filthy.
Sam is very enjoyable. I do like him probably the most right now. Him and Parvati are probably my favorite companions. I'm bringing Vicar Max just because he looks like an absolute dipshit. So, sorry if anyone likes Max, but he is the, I would say he's the most
Hold on to your hats.
controversial
This ride is
companion
about to
just because
get
he's
ugly.
so loyal to Spacer's
Deploying
Choice.
odor
It was his
neutralizer.
old job. He was the
Aerosol
religious
spray
figure, as I mentioned
now.
before. Alright. One more shot of that beautiful gas giant. Very, very detailed. I'm not going to discount them on the detail on the planet. Look at that. Could you imagine living, like being alive, and not only do you have a sun, but you have a friggin' giant gaseous planet like that you're revolving around, you know? Very different from our own Earth. Hey, I got an achievement. Something's fishy. Very cool. Now you guys aren't going to see that because my my webcam is in the way, but I can show you. Just sort of the achievement history at this point. Hoping you guys can see this. Just make sure of that. Yep, you guys can definitely see it. So we got Something's Fishy, reached Stellar Bay. And you can see some of the other things I've done here. I am kind of completionist in terms of this playthrough. I should be trying to get everything that I can. So in terms of like the Edgewater area and stuff like that, feel pretty confident that I've seen all of that. So let's see. All right, we're gonna steal. Oh, I wasn't doing anything, sir. MSI commander, you work for MSI?
We're not the best equipped. Scouting for rats keeps us on our toes.
Okay. This is a big place, so we gotta be just sort of wary.
Help! Someone's been
Whoa.
killed!
What?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, well, don't be sick on me, sir. How are you doing? Like, what happened?
No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth. If you're going into the apartments,
That is disgusting.
do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Why don't you not contemplate and just take one? What do you think, Max? Bad news, eh? Dead body. There's like a full-on conversation going up. No one cares. What do you think, guys? Should I steal some vodka? I'm stealing some vodka. Hell yeah. Alright, this is where the murder happened. Wow.
What a gruesome way to die.
Nice. We have unlocked a side quest. I love whodunits, so
Reel before disposing of any corpses.
Sam, we're trying to preserve the crime scene here as I step all over the blood. Bludgeoned, most likely. Blood splatter indicates that the blow came from this side, well, probably about that angle. It looks kind of like he had his back turned to the perp. What's this? Magnum. Sure grip. You know, I mean, we're the ones who are gonna help discover the truth, so no reason to not steal everything from this dead person. Ooh, clue. Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed into the suitcase. That is a bag. Interesting. Ooh, MacPick. Take it. Sleep next to the dead body. Yes. Oh, what's this? Tossball betting slip. This betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from Left Field Tossball Betting. Let's see. Right, seemingly we have done that. I guess we've got to figure out... Left Field Tossball Betting is actually here in the city, so we'll be able to figure this out, I'm sure. This looks like a med bay. Hey dude, you... Oh, hey, ma'am, you okay? Can I steal you? This person seems like they're not alive. They're not even breathing. Uh-oh. Well, you know... Probably should get out of here. Mr. Nandi, sorry to bother you about this, but something foul is leaking from the apartment upstairs. I don't know what Celia is keeping up there, but she works for you, right? Do you think you could talk to her about it? Isaac, can you please try to keep your window shut? As I've tried to explain, leaving them open, especially when you've got food out, invites mantis swarms, and a mantis swarm infestation is everyone's problem. I mean, that's certainly true. I've only seen those swarms near the manta queens, so definitely dangerous. Braxton, I know you keep odd hours. I know, because I've heard you coming and going at all times of the day and night. Haha. But maybe you could try to close your door a little more quietly. I have rather sensitive nerves, and every time I hear your door, I think we're in the middle of another Amber Heights. Amber Heights. What is Amber Heights? Gonna have to get some information about that. Well, let's make our way upstairs.
Whatever you do, don't mention Tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him.
By the way, for anyone watching, just let me know if you're getting any lag. I've been having some potential internet issues today, but I'm trying to push through here. I feel like, as far as I can tell, it's been pretty good, but I think there are maybe a few moments where there's a couple seconds of lag, so do let me know, guys. Ooh, steal. Gotta steal.
I'll keep my head down.
Steal everything. Oh god. I weigh too much. Light assault rifle, MK2. Okay, you know what? We don't need that. Flamethrower. No. I should be selling, actually, so let's stop doing that. I'll sell these 3 weapons for sure. And probably not this, but certainly these 2. The reason this one is better is because if you can take a look at the modifications, we've got a good amount of you know, additional stuff. So we got the Nightingale Step, which I think is an actual reference to Skyrim, maybe, or maybe the Elder Scrolls in general. But there's corrosion armor rating additional 10, and then you get basically you're more quiet when you walk. less food. Hey, Koala Leaf. Okay. Yeah. Now, I haven't been having this problem before. Like, my PC's strong enough to not have any issues. This is the first day where I've had any lag issues, but I'm attributing it completely to internet just because I've noticed there were internet issues on my cell phone today. So it's just something we're gonna have to bear through, and as long as it's not interrupting gameplay and people are okay, we'll keep going here. But yeah, thanks for joining, Koala Leaf, and thanks for letting me know. Okay, I'm going to sell some of my medical items just because I have way too many, and it's really starting to... At 124 out of 130, guys. I only have 6 inventory spaces left, so let's see what we got here. I'm going to try to sell everything that's 0.30, even if it's like a health kind of kit, like this frozen dinner is good for base health. Selling it. Same, ditto. Now this is the first planet where I found the combat to be a bit challenging. I need to pay attention a bit more. The rest of the game has been pretty easy, so I'm not going to sell too much of this, but perfect. Thanks, Koala Leaf. Definitely going to sell this meat. I always sell, even if it's in Fallout or something, if it's not cooked meat, I tend to sell it. And in Fallout, obviously, you could go to a campfire and make stuff, but I never really did bother. You know, candy's great and all, but it's bad for my teeth, so... Got 3 of these. I like how it says organic, vegan, handmade, gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free. What the heck is in it? Tomato-flavored paste. With a secret blend of 37 herbs, spices, and flavored additives. That does not sound good. What's good too, guys, is that, you know, these streams are recorded, so, you know, at the end of the day, if there are issues, you can always check it out on YouTube or on my Twitch channel. We're at 110 out of 130. This should help. I'll keep that. Sell that. And now we're at 101. Yeah, my YouTube channel is Dondarian92. I think I have I did set up the links, so if you go to my About or just kind of that bio area, you should be able to find my Instagram, my YouTube, and maybe even my Twitter, I forget. I don't use Twitter too much, so no worries about that, but certainly my YouTube channel. Okay, so... Oh, we got a pristine vermin. And the pristine, well, sorry, the vermin are one of those types of weapons that you can put a silencer on, as opposed to... Doesn't seem like you can put one on the light pistol. So, in that case, I'm going to sell that bad boy and keep this bad boy. Automag, we're going to sell. Alright, we're doing great on inventory now. Great. I'm a little OCD when it comes to that sort of stuff, so bear with me with those type of things, guys. Look at this man in his top hat. For some reason, the top hat also has a net, like a fly-catching net. I don't know why. I love it. He looks so ridiculous. Okay, let's actually just go to the main mission. I did promise we're going to do some story. Bouncy.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard.
So
on
this
her.
isn't the main mission,
With Brax
but
missing, she's working doubles and
we
needs
got
a
something
little
here.
help.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by any time you like. Hmm?
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Frederick Halstead. Now you remind me of Gladys. Hello, Abigail. Let's talk.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
I need you to calm down. You're very excited. Yeah, who's Velma?
She works over at the fishery next door. Quite the hard worker, but she's got a bit of a temper.
Sounds like my type of woman. I'm joking. Nothing wrong with a little passion.
No disagreement there, dearie. But Velma can be a little prickly. Oh, but here I go again, running my mouth when it's none of my business. Was there something else you needed?
Maybe she's prickly because she lost, she's no longer part of the Scooby Gang. Got kicked out. You know. Maybe she's just brooding. Are you in charge of medicine?
Yes, indeed. Someone's got to keep Stella Bay's people healthy and energized.
You certainly seem excited generally, but definitely about your job.
Oh, but I am. I get to see plenty of my neighbors here, and I do dearly love a little gossip.
You're a strange person. I like you. This guy, man. Look at him. He's gonna get married. I've only been streaming for about a week, but it's not been every day. It's been typically Wednesdays and Thursdays. I do plan on streaming a bit more consistently, but I just don't have the ability to do so right now. Just a couple things, you know, in terms of just getting set up really and finding good times to do it. But certainly, you know, I do enjoy gaming. I do try to play games for an hour at least every day. And if you look at my upcoming schedule, you know, I do plan on playing a lot of games that I've never tried before on stream. So that's kind of the plan, you know. I'm just trying to get into it, get comfortable, and just give people my genuine reactions to the game. You know, I love Obsidian games. That's why I chose this to be my first game to stream. I actually I did a playthrough of Fallout New Vegas just before starting this game. So pretty comfortable with the Obsidian style. And very excited to try all sorts of games on Twitch here. Okay, so we are in what looks to be medical. Ah, okay. Okay, so these are the people that are building some of the medical stuff that I pick up every so often. This is one of those buildings that experiment and look into that. A lot of scientists in this place. That's pretty cool. So hypothesized that this combination might awaken my mind and senses to the greater realities around us, so almost like a psychedelic. If that is true, then it seems my faculties were quite overwhelmed in this instance. Shortly after the dosage, I experienced cold sweats, tremors, and mild paranoia. Okay. It's perhaps due to these latter effects that most of my notes from the episode are little use. Okay. The effects were invigorating regardless. Well, that's good. Jeez. He had heart palpitations. That's not good. That was reacticism and pep you up. So he was mixing medicines. So now we got bushberry extract and debilirol. After previous experiments, I theorized that deadening the external senses might allow the mind's eye to glimpse the eternal. Okay, so godly person, they believe in this eternal, which is their god. Last, I was only partially successful. The combination of substances quickly rendered me both blind and feeble. This isn't working out for you, buddy. You're choosing the wrong things to mix. Alright. Costalirin. Triple dosage of Costalirin. File empty. He died. Oh, story time. As wonderful as this is, I will not read it. I'm sorry, guys. Create new account. Can't do it. Ooh. Oh, I have the dispensary supply room key. Well, screw that. Steal everything. That seemed unique. Ooh, that seemed unique too. Steal it all, guys. That is what this game teaches you. Nice. Alright. Stream's looking pretty good now. It seems to have been slightly stabilized, I hope. But we shall see. This is a bar, I think. Nope. Oh, this is the betting place. This is for the mission. Nice place. Kind of like a bar. Good place to chill, relax, watch some sports.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths.
Ooh. We can do a nice little lie here. Speed check of 50. Let's see. You know, actually, I'm a player. I play for Oncleo's Darlings.
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch?
Oh, you know, just a goodwill tour. I mean, just want to meet some fans, sign some autographs. You know, just do that kind of thing.
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you?
Take me to your leader. No. Yeah, let's continue this side quest here. And hey, I found a betting slip, but the guy who owns it is dead. Any idea about that situation?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
It's kind of rude. Yeah, what does his teeth have to do with this?
They were pretty distinct. Monarch doesn't exactly have a thriving dental industry, and Isaac seemed to get stuck in all sorts of bad habits, dietary and otherwise. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter, other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
That's like that's like when Tom Segura found out that Bert drank like a gallon of Kool-Aid like every day. It's a great it's off their podcast. It's a great video. It's on YouTube. Just Tom starts dying laughing when he finds out about that. Probably best to ask, you know what? Who did he owe? Did he owe anyone money?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse,
This is our prime
and spend the rest of their
suspect,
stay
then.
getting rowdy over tossball games.
Guy named Elijah.
They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Thank you.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Hey, hit level 16, we get a perk. We get a perk. There is a perk available for me. Alright. Okay. Damn, look at my intimidates. Like, thanks to my companions, I have 87 intimidate. 86 hack. This is great. This is why you pick up your companions in this game. Skill boosts are very, very helpful. Okay. Probably best to start putting this melee points, so low. I've been not really ignoring it, but just haven't found reason to put skill points into melee. But now that the combat's a bit more challenging, I think it's time to focus on ranged and melee, which we will do. Ooh. Melee power attacks. So yeah, just hold the attack button and you get a charged overhead power attack. Extra damage on that. Now you can do that. You can do a charge up during a standard attack. It'll prepare a strong sweep attack that can hit multiple enemies in front of you, and it's hard to avoid. So that kind of reminds me of Skyrim, I think. They did that. Cool. Alright, let's check out perks, guys. Only unlock the 2 tiers for now, but we can add 50% base health, which might actually be useful now. We can add 25% tactical time dilation meter max. No need to do this because we're never alone in our party. We can up our companion crit chance. Less pricey vendors. You can fast travel even if you're over encumbered. Better recharge rate for the TDD. More ammo stock, more consumable stock and vendors. Ooh, 25% TTD restored per kill. Do I use it enough? I guess I should start using it more often, but not as useful right now. Ooh, 20% bonus to extra headshot, weak spot damage. But it's only during TTD. No need for that. 10 dialogue skills. I mean, my dialogue is quite high, so probably don't need that. Better carrying capacity. Ooh, significantly reduces the weight of consumables. I hoard. I'm a hoarder. So that seems pretty useful. Can also get 15% health restored per kill. I would say that's probably also useful. You know what? I'm gonna do the 50% less consumable weight, just because I know that that's gonna become a problem with my hoarding personality. So, let's do it. Bam, look at that. That freed up so much space. Quick save here. Let's look at Max and his dumb hat again.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Interesting. Everyone seems to be quite concerned about Velma. Alright. I'm noticing also an FPS drop here, so I think the game actually is being a bit... Let's see. Maybe my field of view doesn't need to be super high. think about this for a second. 3D resolution. Well, I'm using VSync just because my monitor has a 60 frame per second refresh rate. I don't know, this might just be something we have to deal with in the bigger areas of the game. We shall see. Ah,
Hey,
this guy.
Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail didn't give you a hard time.
Just the usual. Any word on Braxton?
Nothing. Don't know how much longer I can cover for him either. Give me those pills, will you?
Here you go. You know, you might consider a real night's sleep instead.
Hey.
Plenty of work to do, especially with so many no-shows.
Well, here's Velma.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Yeah, let's not, this could end badly, so let's not do that. Let's just, you know, we don't know what the hell she's talking about, so. Who the hell is Catherine?
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
I mean, I understood most of the words you said, but let's talk about what the hell type of chief?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Oh, he'll be back, you know. Probably just having taking a personal day or two or whatever.
I can't keep working double shifts either.
That's fair.
Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply.
Damn.
Something else on your mind?
Well done. Keeping that knowledge for moments like these so you can actually use them. She is a smart cookie. So what about the foreman?
Caleb Herrick. Runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials. He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
So why don't you just pay them more?
Because we've got a budget, all right? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand.
How about I talk to Caleb?
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance.
Yeah, I
if
doubt
you
that.
can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Word. Yeah, who's Catherine?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
Alright. Yeah, so Braxton's been stealing some drugs, eh?
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming.
Okay.
And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the stereobiotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Interesting. So you didn't turn him in, huh?
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed.
That's good.
Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get this all tuna, fat, and mostly tumor-free.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't eat anything with tumors in them. I'll talk to you later. How about that? Okay, stare at me. There you go. Go back to work.
Look, I don't... Sorry.
Man, this place is huge, man. Barely scratched the surface of this area. Man, water looks pretty clean, actually. If not a bit murky. Kitchen. Vending machine. Very cool. Okay. Some bathrooms.
If you want to talk to the boss, she's in the back of the warehouse.
Okay, so this is the official entrance to the warehouse. Of course, this is how we got in. Very cool. Alright. Oops. So. Let's actually go quickly and find Nyoka to progress the main mission.
Wrapped Musk and Canid Eyes, right here.
Who are you, sir?
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some Canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts? I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Who are any of the people you just mentioned?
She works for Sanjar at MSI. She's also Stellar Bay's biggest collector of Canid incisors. And I should know, because she buys them from me.
And Mr. Pickett?
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Mantiqueens, especially.
Interesting. You ever seen one of those, Mantiqueens?
Sure. They're real big. Hard to miss them.
They're also pretty damn tough.
Who wouldn't be?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you don't want to die, you probably don't want to be too interested in a Mantiqueen.
Now that just sounds like a fancy way to say boring people.
Fair enough.
Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Why? Because
Tell
he
you
is
what,
now...
I'll tell you where I sent
in
Mr.
poop
Pickett
form?
if you
Out
promise
of a
to look for
Mantiqueen?
him. Help him out
Because
if
the
he's got
Mantiqueen
himself in
ate him?
trouble. Fair deal?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head
Okay, we
past
picked
the
up another
abandoned
side
ruins.
quest here.
Last Mantiqueen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there too.
Interesting. I don't want to trade with you, sorry.
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone
like Gladys.
acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a Raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Take a chill pill for a second. Explain.
Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the Raptidons, Mantisaurs, and Marauders, the toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants.
Yep.
But he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy?
So, yeah, if you told him all that, why'd he run?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promise
Why do I
I'd
feel like
keep him safe
she's
here
making
with
this up?
me.
And where do you think he went?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boys run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a Manta Queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
You're a weird woman, and I do not believe you. So tell me, where's Amber Heights?
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak.
What the hell?
Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet
She's got a
baby.
very interesting imagination.
Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good. How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who listened. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head.
Someone needs to knock you somewhere to turn you off.
Thank you.
However,
Oh,
I'll
I
save
know
your
he'll
child.
be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down
When
the
I
road.
when I find
southwest
this
of town.
guy, he's
I'm
gonna be
sure
like,
he
do
made it
not,
that far. I just know it.
not help
And
this
if you
woman.
find any of them
crazy.
iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy,
My mother is
you
crazy.
punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas.
He's
It's
also gonna be
immoral.
definitely like 40, like 100%. I can already tell. You know. Well, I quick save, but I'm gonna quick save again. Ma'am, you need to die. Okay. Well, that was worth it. I thoroughly enjoyed melting her. Okay, let's not do that. So we picked up a lot of side quests, and I'm sure there's more. But like I said, we want to go talk to Nyoka.
Unit was unable to complete scheduled sanitization service due to the following reason.
Well, it looks like she's in
door.
here.
Exactly.
Right, she's supposed to be
You're
at the
not
bar.
getting into my room again.
Or the
If
yacht
I
club.
hadn't caught you last time, you would have burned all
Wait.
of my...
Yes, good. This is her, huh? Guys, I'll just be right back. Just give me 2 minutes, and we'll return and talk to Nyoka. Okay. So she's just downing this bottle of what looks to be Spectrum vodka. Well, let's see what she has to say.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn Rapt out there. Right.
Right.
What are you staring? Wait.
I like your hair.
From around here. Who are you?
Pink. Pink hair. Kind of, almost like dreadlocks. My name is Dondarian92.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here.
Hey.
Folks mostly grump at me about
What's
how
going
I
on?
should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace.
Thanks for joining
I'm
again. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, let's do another round. No question. Let's go.
What are you doing in Stellar
Nice.
Bay, stranger?
What'd you have for dinner? Not you, Nyoka. She's asking me. Pasta. Nice. Love me some pasta. So this is the main mission. She is, Phineas told me to meet this lady who may be able to help me. Well, the general idea is to help the Hope, which is the ship with all the frozen dudes that need to be unfrozen. So I'm told you can help me find an information broker. So she's like the middle woman here to help me get to this information broker. Yes, I know, not a pastor. My favorite pasta right now is a linguine with simple tomato sauce and herbs. It's just so easy to make, so wholesome, and you know, very filling. Anyway, hey Nyoka. I'm here because I am so hungry. I want food. No. Should I tell her right away that I just need her for someone else? I think that's kind of rude. So I'm going to say vacation.
Oof. Some hell you've chosen. You must really love fish.
So you can just like double down, or you could just be like, I was joking. But I'm allergic.
That is a fucking shame.
Okay, so regardless of what route you take, you have to say this. So we'll say it. Look, I just need to get in contact with an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we?
Brass? What?
Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's
not doing
talk business.
a good job of
I'm
giving
headed
me
back out
confidence
there
right
after
now.
I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
Are you kidding? Are you joking to me? She is joking to me, right? She must be joking to me. I mean, I feel like this is a potential companion, so in the interest of getting all the companions in the game, I will humor her and say, sure, what's the thing you need to get sober?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good.
Very good.
I'm cut off for the month. on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your
On sober,
wiry ways.
yeah, that's the plan.
Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
Ooh, we have a medical 25 speech check. Oh man, I love speech checks, man. I can't believe Fallout 4 didn't have speech checks, like not proper ones. Like, it's such a mistake. But that's Bethesda for you. I'm sure they've learned from their mistake. Okay, so the medical 25 is, you mean caffeinoid? That stuff's just a stimulant. Cool. Let's see what she says to that.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
You won't
She
find
knows
a
what's
better
up.
deal in Halcyon than our
Yes,
special
the
one-time
caffeine
offer for a refurbished sanitation
is
unit.
the
Remember,
savior to
if
all
it's
things.
dirty, it's a job for Sam.
What in the... That thing talks?
Yeah, it's my robot. His name is Sam. He's so awesome. I already got some caffeinoids, so how you doing?
Perfect. Give it here.
Yeah?
Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business.
Boom.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Alright. Oh, of course, yeah. I'm definitely trying to get all the companions, and I think she is one, so glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find this information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak.
Ooh.
We'll be going
That
south
sounds like a
and west.
dope place to
mostly
go. Let's
along
go.
the road till we're past Fallbrook.
Even though all
Out
roads
there,
seem
there's
very
a western
dangerous
slope
in
that'll
this
lead us through some
planet.
some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun.
Sure.
If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River
prefer
will take
fishing,
you into the
but
mountain
let's go.
caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer.
Sure.
That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Right. Hey, Vicar Max, you know, love you, dude. Great to have a religious figure on my crew, but, I need you to go back to the ship, sir. Because I need Nyoka. She's gonna be my next friend, so...
As long as you've got my back, I'll have yours.
Totally
Welcome
have
to
your
the
back, sir.
unreliable crew.
Definitely gonna never ignore you
Okay, I'll bite.
for the
What's with the
entirety of the rest of the
auto-mechanical
game.
following you around?
Warning! Sam's cleaning solvent has been known to cause cancer in laboratory sprats. Please stand clear when stream
What are you
is
doing?
engaged.
Oh, stream.
Huh? Okay then.
Unit's air purity sensors
What's
are
happening?
indicating a lethal level of inebriation emanating from a nearby organic source.
What is happening?
Please, you think this is bad? You gotta get your sensors recalibrated.
Of course, send the pastor back.
You ain't seen me drunk.
That's no
Litter
question,
collected.
Mishmash.
Reminder, please dispose of all empty bottles in the appropriate waste receptacle. As outlined
Yo, I thought
by
for sure he was
Ordinance
going to start spraying her with water.
board-certified
She
subboard
even
of
freaked out. She started
I'll
walking
dispose
back
of
and
you
forth.
in an appropriate waste receptacle if you don't stop nagging.
This is awesome. They're fucking jibbing with each other. Okay, Nyoka, you are now one of my most favorite crew members. What an intro for you. Great. This probably, like, sometimes you can just tell when, you know, two companions will be kind of the best option, and yeah, I think these two are probably going to be what I use the most. But of course, I can't go wrong with Parvati. Ellie's great too. Just basically anyone but Vicar Max. Oh, this is just some bingo sheet, shit talking list. Pretty cool washroom. You know, I expected another washroom, so glad to have that affirmed. Stole some shit. Let's walk out, and let's see what we can do here. So let's read the mission. So we want to go ahead and go to Devil's Peak to speak to that broker, and as well, this is in this kind of area too. Same. Oh, Herrick's actually in this building. So let's actually talk to him, go up these stairs. And now, you know, with my speech checks and everything. Exactly right. Go tell him to pastor something else. He's gonna pastor Ada at the ship, and I'm sure Ada's gonna be very, very happy with his sermons. Okay, so this is Caleb Herrick, and just to you know, just so everyone knows what's going on. So Caleb Herrick and the other autoloader operators are on strike until Velma gives them a raise. So he wants a raise, his buddies and his coworkers want a raise, and Velma has asked me to sort of fix the problem for her because she doesn't have the budget for them to have a raise. This is a continued theme of this game in which to progress through this game and do the main missions and side missions, you have to actually side with the man instead of the people. You have to side with Spacer's Choice and Aunt Cleo instead of the disgruntled, you know, populace. And it's a little interesting that that's the way the game has set you up to do. Because I don't necessarily agree with a lot of things I'm doing so far in the game, but it seems to be the best way to progress, so that's why I'm doing them. Although I try to steal their shit as much as I can. For example, bam, bam, bam. Alright. That was awesome. Hello. Nice glasses.
New face, huh? You from Offworld?
Yeah, let's tell him I'm Captain Hawthorne, even though that only works with people who fully don't know me.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be.
Here, oh, he gave me like
something. Let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
So, what's the celebration for?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
I'm gonna hear his side of the story. So, what happened? Like, why'd you walk off, bro?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work.
That's
fair.
We
won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
So this is one of those things, right? So let's see if I can talk to Velma about it. I hope that that works out. But yeah, like pretty much every mission so far, if you're in a town, tends to be workers are disgruntled, go deal with them, right? So I do want to see if I can find an alternative solution instead of just forcing them to go back to work. So let's say this for now. Let's talk Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Okay, so you can solve this immediately by lying, which I'm not going to do this time. I've used speech checks for Persuade in other areas earlier in the game, including in Edgewater. But what's great about Edgewater is I got to kick out the guy who kind of made people leave, and now the leader of the people that left, let's say the resistance of Edgewater, now runs the town, and it seems like people are happier, so hopefully we can do the same or similar thing here. So let's ask him, I do want to see if I can put some pressure on Velma to negotiate. Do you have any ideas about that?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
So, what about blackmail?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Well, let's hope you're not playing me. But I'm sure we'll find out who's playing who and who's innocent and who's not. And if not, then we'll just have to make an educated guess on who to side with.
Sam, I've got a question. Do you use alcohol as a cleaning agent? I've heard some folk do that.
Alcohol-based cleaners can compare to Samson Ray Acid Spray Premium Nozzle Attachment. Installation available for as low as 9 payments of 99.99 bits.
Of course.
Is that a yes or a no? I can never tell with you.
Warning.
Whoa, McGuire.
Liquid is caustic.
That's dope. I knew a
Keep
guy
out
named
of
John
reach
McGuire.
from
Well,
elderly
he's still alive,
customers
sorry.
and
Not
lab
to make it sound like he's not
Whoa!
alive.
What you're calling an
But,
elderly lab sprat, you
don't
bucket
think
of
his
bolts?
last name was spelled like this, but I forget. It's been a while. Hello.
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay.
Oh, you like Caleb
First drink's
Shades?
on me, stranger.
He's a very stylish man. First drink's on me, stranger. You know what? Thanks.
Enjoy.
Never
if you're
gonna drink
keeping
that.
Nyoka
Probably gonna
company,
sell.
you'll need a few to keep up with her.
Ain't a person on this planet who can keep up with me. Wait, we are talking about a drinking contest, right?
Now what can I do for you?
Nyoka's fun, eh? So, not a lot of new faces come around here then, eh?
Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the Iconoclasts or some such.
Yeah, I've heard of them. What's the thing that happened at Amber Heights?
Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone.
Wow.
Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew.
So that's why you guys feel
But
like
then
you've
that
been
was 10
abandoned.
years ago.
A lot of people in this area have
Still
been
feels
talking about
fresh
how
to
they've
us
been
every time we
abandoned
look
by
at our
these
walls,
corporations. I see. That sucks. I got Nyoka with me. Do you know her?
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka. On account of her being here so often herself.
Hey, you ought to be paying me. Without me livening up the place, y'all would be wallowing in the misery that is your sad corporate lives.
That's fair.
I don't mean that unkindly, Nyoka.
Aw, they all
Anyone
like
who's
her.
rid us
That's
of as
awesome.
many beasts as you have is entitled to a
And
few
she
drinks.
kills beasts.
Something else I
Perfect.
can do for you?
I'm glad this is another reason why you always try to get the most amount of stuff in these games, get the most amount of companions, get the most amount of guns, steal. Which you shouldn't do in real life, but definitely helpful in this game. So the Yacht Club, interesting name. What's up with that?
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
That's true. But are there actually any yachts here?
Nope. But a man can dream.
Well, I might as well look at your stock, see if there's anything to trade. He can also repair. All he has is drinks, obviously. And all I can sell is medical stuff. Oh, no, I can sell him, like, guns. I think I will do that because I don't need this. And glacier water. It's a caffeine drink that lasts 1 minute and 30 seconds. 60s hippie mode. The glacier water, mind attributes +1, 1 minute 30 seconds. I mean, that's a pretty long duration compared to the rest of the stuff as far as I've seen. Body attributes 30 seconds, 99% water. But doesn't weigh too much, so. Fizzy tea. A lot of this stuff doesn't really cost or sell for a lot, so. minute, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Ooh, bread. I'm gonna get rid of my bread just because it's bread. And I'm gonna sell the alcohol, and got 6 of these bad boys. I don't need anything past 5. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we'll kind of stick with that sort of requirements in terms of my inventory space. I don't want to have anything more than 5. This is what I'm talking about. This is the OCD part coming out. Spacer's Jaw, yeah, just really don't need more than 5. Armor mod. Sell one of them. This is just one of those things that, you know, generally speaking, is something that will help keep you underweight with a good amount of slots for inventory space. Every so often, just clearing, you know, whatever you feel is you're comfortable with, a certain amount of inventory stock, and that'll help, you know. At the end of the day, you know, you got 50 spaces now. I have 50 inventory spots free. And that makes me feel better, you know. So that's why I do it. Alright, cool. Let's check this place out.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Oh, this
Just
is
make
Sanjar.
sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Perfect. We did need to speak to him. This is probably Sanjar's assistant.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries.
I don't want to, like,
producers and purveyors of the finest
rude,
salt
but
tuna in Halcyon.
she's helping him, so...
What can I do for you today?
She's probably secretary, actually. If she's asking me, what can I do for you today? Oh, she might be having money trouble.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Is this something that you typically do? Just spend all that money on those sort of things?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
And why buy from Sebastian?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
Love.
Sort of the strong, silent type.
Which I'm sure you're
Unfortunately,
attracted
my
to.
apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Okay. So I can either talk to him, or I can just be like, listen, just ask him out. I mean, I'm sure saying 2 will eventually lead me to doing 1 anyway, so we'll just pick 2.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could
There
ask
you
him
go.
for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
That is actually such a Brown thing to do.
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his
like-
head that you have no idea about. Plus,
God,
he's
this
got
woman
great
keeps talking.
legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
I mean, this is a good point. I mean, if he doesn't really notice you, like, are you sure this is a, you know, do you really think he's gonna be happy about Me talking to him, trying to get a date for you. We'll be nice. We won't say this, because this is a bit cliche. We'll say this.
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
Okay, so it's not really going to do anything.
Not in
Say-
Stellar Bay.
We can say what
Everyone
we want.
else who isn't taken
She's not
either
gonna
smells
be
like
offended.
Saltuna or they're my boss.
So you really
Besides,
want him.
A man with a good smile and a proportionate upper to lower body ratio isn't something to pass up.
Fair. Let's
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
let's help you. I'll talk to you in a bit. I'm gonna go talk to him first, though. But most importantly, I'm gonna talk to my boy, Sanjar. Hello, Sanjar Nandi. Very good. Come. Let's talk. No. Not here, in the lobby. Come on. Okay.
Well,
I'll stop.
new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
What?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Yo, how did I call this guy's? What is happening? Who is this? Oh my god. Okay. No, you have a meeting with me.
Did you hear that power play, Celia?
God.
They don't make them like this
This guy's
anymore in
me.
Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake.
What?
Now, what business brings you here?
What? What's wrong with your handshake, brother? Come on. I just want to find a information broker.
Out at Devil's Peak? If you're headed that far, I see you've brought the right woman for the job.
Damn right.
But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Look at this. If I have to eat one more weird science project passed off as food in the sprat fucked colony, I'm gonna stab someone.
Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. I only wish I could do the same. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Well, if you're free, truly free, and you have the ability to make this place your own, your truly own place, why would you want them back?
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
Exactly.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Yeah, exactly. You're free. You are literally the first place I found that is free. That doesn't need to be stupid.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always
I should go
sounds
talk to
nice,
Graham
doesn't
then.
it? It makes a rather pretty slogan.
It's not a slogan.
But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
I mean, you guys stayed on a planet that's dangerous. That's all you did. Like, it has nothing to do with aid or losing aid. They left, you stayed. That's all that happened. You know, if you want to leave the planet, you can't do it. It seems unlikely.
I have people to look after. I need to be practical.
That's why Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another
Sounds like
reason
a
to turn tail and
decent
abandon
plan.
you.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Give me details.
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Yep, that's like 100% the first thing you should do. Yep. But the Raptidons are going to be a problem, eh?
And a Mantisaur problem.
Yep.
And a Marauder problem.
Many, many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll
I
be
think I
able
already
to
have
become one
that.
of the most productive and secure
See,
cities in
this is
Halcyon.
why
And
you
you'll have a
explore.
powerful ally
I
on
literally
board.
already have that. Do you mean this thing that I picked up because I went the dangerous route earlier in the game, family?
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this.
That's
all
weird.
those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations
This guy
have been
is
toppled with
actually.
less.
This is one of the best interpretations of brown people who were westernized I've ever seen. They're all weird. They're all weird, just like me. So that's awesome. So how is this thing that I picked up gonna help you?
What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that.
But what is that?
For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Okay, so it'll help you. What? Is it a form? It's forms? It's a cartridge, not for bullets, but for forms? Is that what he's saying? Ooh, these are all interesting choices. Just give me a quick second here. I want to say 1 just because that's funny. And I hope that, I secretly hope that he does want to kind of F over the board in some way, even if he can't directly. Yeah, let's go this one. So, you're going to do some revenge against the board, huh?
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
Fuck yeah,
Really?
I'm down for that.
Whatever gets you excited
go.
about the idea. It's definitely a firm middle finger.
Finally, people that, at least this guy, even if he can't, even if he doesn't enjoy the freedom because of the isolation of it, he can at least do this. I'm sure it's going to work out perfectly, and these two people will get exactly what they want. I am sure.
That's what I like to hear. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
They're not allowed to do that. They left.
Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
Fuck yeah, fuck those
If
people.
we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
Sanjar, you sly dog, you.
You really think so? I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps
I've heard of
she would
this
be
Catherine.
convinced to tell you where they are.
I know how to make people duck. I got fists. I got guns. I got my voice. I got my... Never mind.
Oh, I imagine you do.
Certainly.
But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments.
Ooh, that's gonna
So
be a
it
problem.
would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it?
What do you mean, you people? There you go. Watch it with the you people. I'm brown like you.
Of course. I didn't mean to make assumptions. Once you, subtly
I'm literally
work out
the
where
same
this
age as this guy
corporate facility
too.
might
As
be,
my
bring
character
back
is
proof
an
of its
old grizzled
operation.
veteran.
Maybe
so.
some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Infiltrate a secret corporate base and kidnap the staff. I mean, that's just Tuesday, buddy. I've been doing this for years. Let's go.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
I'll come back with my questions. For now, thank you. Thank you as well. Let's steal as much as we can. Oh, there's a person in here. Oh, there. I'll just read this. Otto, I've been checking your hours and you're well past due for some time off. Why don't you take a few days? You spend entirely too much time staring at that terminal. Sanjar. Aha.
MSI keeps the fishery running and the walls intact.
Notes for revision. Your reports look excellent, the numbers are front and center, and you highlight our recent production gains nicely. One small adjustment, could you increase the page margins by 17.3%? I want them to match the formatting of our other reports for maximum readability. Okay, so Sanjar, he's very quirky. He's kind of OCD. But it seems like he's got a loyal group of people under him. And I think you can see why. Like, he's definitely not a monster, which is helpful,
Detecting
but
unclean,
unique.
sulfuric steeped presence within the immediate vicinity. Again.
Live on Monarch a few years, and it gets under your skin. In your blood, you breathe it, taste it in everything you eat.
Replacement of faulty parts. Recommended.
Man. They stay here. I mean, like, what happens? Do they all just get poisoned? Do they all live? You know, is it worth living here too? That's part of the problem too, and I'm sure that's going to come up. The choices in these types of games by Obsidian, they're never easy. There's always
Well, well.
either
the only
side
new
has
folk
some
I ever
merit.
see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
I would like a chocolate milk.
All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
Oh wow. This woman has a lot of good stuff. Well, I've already made the mistake of buying a weapon that I shouldn't have bought off Gladys, so I'm not gonna do that. I've been having a good time just finding weapons. Talked to her already. Oh man, such a big area. So much to look at. We definitely looked at that. Isn't there someone behind this place though?
What
Oh,
are the
Bennett.
chances of all the times and places we could have been
Fuck's Bennett.
born?
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace?
You know, you're doing fucking nothing and you're just complaining to me?
What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
What?
This law's forgotten town. Cut off from the rest of the colony. Removed from any culture. I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted.
Yeah, but you're free now.
Yes, free to wallow in squalor together. Free to squabble with the iconoclasts over a Raptidon-infested hellhole. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
Why don't you all just band together and fight them? Like, make an army. Like, seriously, you can't do that? There's not enough weapons here? I've found weapons, sir. I doubt. I use doubt.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Who the fuck are you?
Beat it.
Ah.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley.
I see.
Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
Okay. Ooh, I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
I'm making it my business, motherfucker.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly?
Your head, you know, it's attached to your neck and the rest of your body. That can change.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Yeah, you're fucking right, it ain't. Fucking right, it ain't. Oh, you're gonna get stuck on Sam. You're gonna get stuck on Sam, huh? I'll shoot you anyway. Alright. Got rid of him. He's a pest. There's a flamethrower here for some reason.
And we're stalking. And we're stalking.
Don't say things when we're stalking. Steal. Must steal. Must take everything. Did I steal everything? Yes. Yes. Alright.
Vacuum pack full. Emptying sack and replacing filter now.
Jeez. Sam really, you know, he's always thinking about cleaning. That's what I love about him. Never wants to make a mess. I mean, who does? Who wants to make messes out here, you know? It's not fun to do that.
Hey, hold on there.
What?
I gotta sign you in.
Sign me in?
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
We're gonna have some fun here. But, you know, it's not kind, so we'll say, why are you surprised? Do people not really, newcomers don't come?
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
I didn't know what they were. I thought they were just towers. But gunships don't scare me.
Wish more folk could say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic, us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
I'm Fuckface. I'm Alex Hawthorne.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code.
I've been telling people my name is different all over the playthrough, but I'm starting to think that that might come back to bite me in the ass.
Got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Because they have increased reputation for a guy named Alex Hawthorne, so if I ever come in and accidentally forget that's my name, and use like the name I gave my character, that might not end well for me. So we'll see. You're not what I expected for a police officer. What are you?
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
So far. So this is an isolated area, but I've heard of the other towns.
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook.
That's what I've heard too.
And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
Your favorite cereal, I assume. So the board's been lying?
Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
I'm just gonna have a look around if that's okay with you.
Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you.
I've met him already.
If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you?
You know what, Grim?
Oh, and if you're headed that
I
way,
will
maybe
do
you
that.
could do me a favor.
Oh, another favor. What's that?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Sure.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Yeah, I've been there too. Okay, so... I mean... might as well do it. Seems like a small thing to do. I'm pretty sure I remember my way back to where I was going exploring.
As a purely
town.
hypothetical thought exercise, if I were to
they're
boil
here.
leather in manti blood to give it a nice purple hue, is there a way to get the stench out afterward?
Yo, that Grim guy, eh?
For retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd...
Yes.
Anyway?
Grim is awesome.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Yeah, Rose is dead, but I caught the guys who did it. Not
That's
caught.
terrible.
Told him to leave.
What happened?
Laya.
I'm glad
Elijah.
to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town.
Oh,
I've
snap.
been consumed with
What's
other
good?
matters of late, but I would have dealt with
Welcome,
them
welcome, welcome.
eventually.
Yes, you would.
Of course I would have.
I believe you.
Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
Perfect. Yo, Celia,
Have you talked to Sebastian yet?
shut up. You know anything about that tossball poster for Grim?
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Well, I'm on good terms with Velma, we'll see. Even though I just met her. Alright, where were we? So we were doing this. There's an upper, you can get to like the wall, I guess. Let's see what this is. Get on, boys and girls. Get Yoka. Alright, she doesn't want to come. Fuck her. Oh, there she is. Damn. That's crazy. I wonder if we could, if we're allowed to go to that area. It's like a claw mountain. Pretty fucking cool. Alright, let's see. Oh, sweet. I just was able to remote land my fucking ship. That was so cool. Look at that. Came out of nowhere. Because it actually came out of nowhere. You'd think they'd add a fucking flying in animation, but they didn't. Because it's Obsidian. And they know we only care about the story. Alright. So we got a ship here, that's cool. Man. So fucking cool. Like, that's what it'd be like if you lived on Europa, I think is a moon of Jupiter. Io. It's either Saturn or Jupiter, but if you were on a moon of Jupiter, which, by the way, this is not Jupiter, as far as I can tell. So we're on a different solar system. But yeah, that's the view you'd get. Pretty cool. Nope. That's a dead end. That's the other side of the dead end. Cool. Okay, so it's not as big as I thought it was. Pretty sure I've seen most of it at this point.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the salt.
Yep, been there. Ooh. Well, guys, you know, gotta steal. Because if you don't steal, you can't get as much money. This game teaches you that stealing underwear from Sears is a good option. Alrighty. Oh, guess we'll finish our little look around here, because, oh, ladder. Ah, Sam, stop. Ladder takes us to rooftops, but nothing necessarily necessary to look at. Oh, maybe necessary. Little secret area here with a gun. Oh. Cool. Alright, that was good. Another plasma carbine, we don't need it. But at the same time, flamethrower. Unnecessary. Ah, so we can give Nyoka some weapons. She's got a very strong light machine gun. And I can give her the prismatic hammer. But it's actually not as good as what she's holding. So we'll hold off. Give her a helmet, because why not? I've given everyone else helmets, so that'll work. And let's give her some perks. I'm gonna give her threat generation down for better sneak. I'm gonna give her another sneak bonus. And increase your lie skill. Let's do the lie skill, because, you know, I'm always about maxing my character stats, so we can take a look at the lie. We're at 76. That'll be very helpful. Whoa, what is he doing? Sam, I'm down here. Okay. Sam thought I was still up there, because he's kind of bland, but that's okay. Beautiful junk pile there. Yeah, okay. I think we've seen everything then. Birds. Okay, great. That's actually awesome. Oh, maybe this is the last place. Just a small bar here. Or maybe like a canteen, kitchen. Everett Gill. Hi.
Good day to you.
Good day to you, sir. Chef Raymond.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
What? Sorry about that.
Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
What do you mean?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rats spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation, and I was a fool for staying.
So why'd you stay in the first place?
Sanjar, of course.
Well, yeah.
He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long.
You company folk are all the same. Choose to stay, then complain about the choice you've made.
How was I supposed to know it'd turn out like this? It all sounds wonderful, until you realize it's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
Yeah, I guess there should be a bit more steel between you and the terrible evil monsters.
I could do with a few kilometers of cold vacuum, but that spaceship is flown.
What about leaving?
Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then?
Yeah, you could also get stabbed. Don't forget that.
Well, thank you for reminding me. As if I weren't already destined for an early grave.
Well, I'm gonna leave now. But you have great hair and your pink chef's hat is very cute.
Lucky you.
Terrible. This place needs an upgrade, man. I need to help this town more than any other town I've helped, so I will try to do that. And before we do that, steal everything from them, because that's the patriotic thing to do. Steal everything that they own, and then be like, hey, can I sell this stuff to you? This stuff looks familiar. No, it doesn't. Ow. Alright, picked up a bunch of random stuff there, including this bad boy, which is quite strong actually. It's also pristine, so I'm going to keep that. Oops, weapon. Vortex Mace. No. Don't need it. Don't need it. Alright, well. We've done pretty good. Oh, this is our first faction quest, by the way. The quest that I've gotten, that I have primary right now, is a faction quest, the first one I've seen in the game. Sandra believes Catherine would know where this other corporation is operating. This corporation that shouldn't be here because they wrote this planet off as too dangerous to do anything.
Initiating self-cleaning cycle.
But it needs me to go outside. Okay, that's fair. This needs me to... Scylla. So I need to go the elevator one more time. Scylla. Oh, it needs me to go back to my ship. Got it. Okay. Braxton's apartment, that's in town. Herrick's handwork, also in town. It's Amber Heights. That would need me to leave town, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure of that. Velma again, that's in town. Is this in town? So, ship or 79. That doesn't look like it's in town. Okay, so we got 3 side quests that are in town, and I believe that the main quest is not in town, but all of this is definitely on the planet, except for, I believe, the Scylla. Captain Iron on the Scylla, I think that's a different ship. There's a lot to do. Some of this, I think I might just... we're definitely going to be back for another stream tomorrow, but there might be a couple things that I want to do that are a bit slow. that I'll do off camera. And that'll allow us to stick with the main side quests, the main missions on stream, and combat and more exploration. Now, we did have a lot of exploration and combat in part 5, the earlier stream for today, so if you missed that, check it out on YouTube or recorded, saved on my Twitch channel. There's a lot more action, and some of the combat did get a bit challenging, so that's pretty exciting too. But for now, we're going to stop right here. And I will be back tomorrow, guys, with another stream or 2 streams of The Outer Worlds for your viewing pleasure. Once again, if you miss any episodes, they are on the YouTube channel or on the Twitch channel as well. So check those out. They're pretty entertaining, I hope. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. To everyone that came and stayed for a bit or still here, thank you very much. Have a great day. This has been Dundarian92 at Socrates Gaming Lounge. Have a great day.